Good morning, all of you. Welcome to ABN and PRR College online classes. Let us continue the concept of cosets. Today we are going to discuss very important essay theorem. That is, if you consider any two right cosets, in the sense of left coset, we can also prove this theorem. I can prove this theorem according to right cosets. So, the statement is about right cosets is any two right cosets of any subgroup of a group G are either disjoint or identical. If you consider any two cosets, they are right cosets, they are either disjoint or identical. This is the theorem. Let us prove. What is given? Let us write the hypothesis. Given that it is a group, G is a group and H is a subgroup, and consider any two cosets. Here cosets means in the sense of right cosets. Remember that, right? Let us consider G comma dot be a group with the identity element E and H be any subgroup of G. Whenever it is a subgroup, we can pick up cosets of it. Consider two elements of G. According to A and B, we can write two right cosets HA and HB like this. What are the elements of HA? They are nothing but right multiples of A. And what are the HB? That means coset generated by B are nothing but elements like this. Right. What is our claim? Claim is nothing but these two cosets are either disjoint or identical. What is the meaning of disjoint? We already discussed in the last class. We can say that two cosets are disjoint if and only if they have no common elements. So, we can prove this theorem by using common elements. That means intersection, in the sense of intersection we can prove this theorem, right. Let us split this theorem in case 1 and case 2 in the sense of intersection. In the case 1, if the intersection of these two cosets is empty. In the case 2 is about if the intersection of these cosets is non-empty, what happens? We will see. HA and HB and cosets are having no common elements. It is nothing but definition of disjoint cosets. So, here HA and HB are disjoint cosets. Nothing to prove in this case. One of the condition is over. Case 2. Whenever they have common elements, intersection set having common elements, what happens? Is the cosets are identical or not? We will see. If the intersection set is non-empty, we can pick up any common elements of these two cosets, isn't it? So, then there exists some C, let that common element be C. Whenever it is the intersection element, intersection set element, it is by definition of intersection, C is an element of first set as well as it is an element of second set, right. The form of elements of coset generated by A are nothing but some x into A. So, C is of the form some x into A. The form of elements of coset generated by B are nothing but in the form of y into B. So, C is of the form y into B. What happens? Since C is an element of coset generated by A implies C is of the form x into A, where X is an element of our subgroup. Similarly, since C is an element of coset generated by B, then C takes the form some y into B, where y is the subgroup element. Here we had written that both sides the value of C. So, we can equate. Clearly, YB. Since C is equal to X into A, since A is equal to Y into B, obviously we can write the value of X into A is equal to Y into B. Now, pre-multiplying with the X inverse on both sides, pre-multiplying with X inverse on both sides, what happens? Let us take associative property. By associative property, and using inverse property we can write like this. By inverse property in the subgroup, E being identity, E dot A value is equal to A. This is equal to X inverse Y into B. That implies we can post multiply with B inverse on both sides. We get X inverse Y into B inverse. This value is equal to X inverse Y into E. Using inverse property, and this value is totally X inverse Y. Let us observe where is X inverse Y. Where is X inverse Y? Where are the elements of X and Y? They are nothing but subgroup elements. Since X comma Y are the subgroup elements, implies by a necessary and sufficient condition of subgroups, X dot Y inverse or X inverse Y is an element of subgroup. So, from this left hand side value, A dot B inverse is now in our subgroup. The composite element A dot B inverse is an element of subgroup by a known result. Says that A dot B inverse is an element of subgroup, both the right corsets are identical. This is the known result. That means A dot B inverse is an element of subgroup if and only if we can write the condition as corsets generated by A and B are identical. So, what happens in the case 2? We consider that they are not disjoint corsets. That means H and HB are having common elements. Then we can confirm that they are identical. So, from case 1 and case 2, we can conclude that by considering any two corsets of a subgroup, they are either disjoint or identical. Right. Thank you.